Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your orthodontic practice production pearl of the week. Well, we're taking a whole new approach to professional relations coordinators at Levin Group, what we call PRCs. In 1985, I launched Levin Group, and for 2 years, I was the consultant, even though I was still in practice. I was learning, and I brought our first consultants in actually in 1986, a year after I launched. And it was so much easier then to grow practices. And all doctors had to do was go to lots of lunches with other doctors. That was the norm back then, and your referrals went up. You were thrilled. We looked brilliant. It was just easier. Fast forward to 2022. Referral marketing is pretty complicated. There are 5 areas. You know, I've talked about these: patients, parents, referring doctors, social media, and community. You have to know your brand. You have to have strategies. You have to have an annual referral marketing calendar. You have to carry it out. Okay, put all that away. You know all that. You need to upgrade your professional relations coordinator. And if you have one, you don't need to change people, but you need to train and retrain and retrain and retrain. Focus on the word professional in professional relations coordinator. This person is not an afterthought. This person needs to be incentivized and motivated and compensated. This person needs to be fully integrated on your team. They're not some extra person, even if they're part-time or work from home. They need to come to team meetings on the monthly meeting that I hope you have every month that we call the monthly business review meeting. They need to be supported, accepted, because they've got a critical job. Without referrals, you will be less successful. With referrals, you will always be successful. And sometimes we see team members that view them as an afterthought, a pain in the neck, an interruption, one more thing for the office manager to do, without realizing that just getting through each day is not the main objective, nor is it the pathway to success. It is referrals. And we are raising our stature of the PRC from here forward, because we're seeing too many examples of practices spending time, finding a PRC, bringing them in at a low level. They're part-time, which is okay. Part-time's fine. They're not supported. They're not part of the team. Doctors don't really meet with them. And then they fail or they quit. And you wonder why that happened. The PRC helps everyone else on the team to be even more successful. And by the way, as I'll say many times in these pearls, a good PRC will add, if well trained, $8 million to $10 million in practice revenue over about 20 years. And I wouldn't let that go by underestimating the power and position of the PRC. As always, I wish you increased practice, production, and referrals every year, and I'll see you in the next chapter.